Hello my friends all over the world, wherever you are. Today I'm going to remove the power cord that's hardwired to the juicer and install an IEC plug and cord that's a little more convenient. IEC stands for International Electrotechnical Commission. That's a little bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? So let me show you what to do. And first I'm going to turn this juicer around to make it a little easier for the camera to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to remove this sheet metal. I've already taken the screws out. Now the first thing I'm going to do is cut the cord, make sure it's unplugged, cut the cord at the back, and then I'm going to strip the black shielding all the way back. What I'm going to do next is use a utility knife, but I'm only going to have the blade come out about 1/8 of an inch because I don't want to damage any of the 3 wires inside. So I'll go along the shielding and cut as carefully as I can to cut that off. Now the reason we're cutting this shielding off is we're going to put female plugs on the end of the wires. The next step is to take a wire stripper and strip off about 1/4 inch on each wire. And next we're going to crimp on these female plugs. Now personally, I like to use a channel lock pliers to crimp these on. I find it does a better job. And we'll continue putting the rest of these on. Now after you've crimped them, test them to make sure they're on tight, and if they wiggle any, take your pliers or your crimping tool and give them another good crimp. Alright, the next step is to install the sheet metal IED plug onto the sheet metal. The next thing you'll need is a 632 nut and bolt, and make sure that the screws or those tiny bolt is beveled. And the next step is to put the screws in and then the bolts in the back. Do not tighten this more than hand tight. Overly tight you'll crack the IED plug, or receptacle I should say. There we are, just hand tight. And we'll turn that around. Now next I'm going to put on some locking washers, and as best I can, it's a little awkward, but we're going to put these bolts on these tiny screws. We'll get them started by hand. Then I'm going to use this tool to tighten them. I'm going to need an extension on that one. And we'll continue tightening these, and remember, only hand tight. I'm going to use the tip of a flat screwdriver in there, just to give it a little nudge. Same on that one. Just hand tight. Over tightening it will crack the receptacle. There we are. Double check this one. There we have it. And the next step is to put the plugs in properly, and we'll install the switch. You notice I've taken the bit out of the screwdriver and just did this by hand. And the next step will be to install the sheet metal. Now the last step, of course, is to test your IEC plug. Plug it in. Plug it into power. Turn on the machine. Beautiful. Now in some countries you have a different plug, so all you need to do in different countries is buy the appropriate plug with the universal cord on the other side. And you can see how much more convenient that is. Well, my friends, I hope you like what you've seen. And you can see that using the universal IEC plug for your juicer makes it much more convenient. If you like what you've seen, please tell a friend. And if you'd like to call me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net. And my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. And if you want to improve your juicer and install an IEC plug and socket on your juicer or any other appliance, please give me a call or send me an email, and I'll see you in the next video.